All right, everybody. It is Saturday night. I just got done with a bunch of yard work and I'm kind of exhausted. So we're going to just kind of wing this video in the sense of it's going to be a little bit more kind of off the cuff. I wanted to show you on PTCAS using their program directory how you can compare programs using their program comparison tool. If you have not logged on to PTCAS and checked out their program directory, it has a ton of fantastic information. I definitely wish I had this when I was an applicant. It would make things much, much easier. But directory home, list of programs, participating and non-participating programs, program prerequisites or program requirements. You can look at all of those updates that the programs have. There's a ton of information on here. We're mainly going to go over the comparison tool, and you can search each of the DPT programs that participate in PTCAS by searching them here. You could also, by their name, you could also look at programs that are close to you by zip code or state or city, the state that you're located in, their accreditation status, if they require the GRE, the start date of the program, the deadline date, and there's several other filters here, whether they have interviews, citizenship status, supplemental fees, deposits, rolling admission, minority serving institution. Okay? So all of those different categories come together. The more specific you can be when searching for programs, the better. So rather than bore you with me selecting the programs on the video, I went ahead and I already selected a few of them to compare. Some things that I would like to point out about this search bar up at the top right here, searching programs by name and searching where they are near. I feel like it's not as user friendly or as informative. So what I've done and what I found to be easier is to just select by state and then just go from there. So if I went by Colorado, then I could pick another program to compare. And as soon as I pick them, then they go to my queue right here. So that's just what I found to be more straightforward. So then if we go to compare, then we come in here and we have the three different programs we selected. We see the state they're in, and there's all of these series of questions that get answered, and you just get a side-by-side comparison for each program. So things that are important to look at, you can look at the deposit. That obviously can play a factor depending on if you can afford that. The cost of tuition, right? Cost of education. I don't know why NAU doesn't have theirs. They usually do. You can look at class size. You can look at in versus out of state accepted applicants. You can look based on nationality or demographics. NAU doesn't have a ton over here, so this is super helpful. And then you can look at admission requirements, the fees, if the GRE is required, test dates, minimum scores, average accepted scores. And as you go on down, you could look at observation hours. This is GPA. You can just see how powerful this tool is. And if we come down all the way to the bottom, you got accreditation status as well as program deadlines. So this can give you a quick snapshot and help you see, okay, I need to apply to this program first. If I'm going to apply to this program, then this one, then this one. Just kind of gets all your ducks in a row and allows you to look at things more succinctly. So you can see how powerful this tool is. It is limited. Each program is unique with the information that they put on PTCAS. Some programs are really good and they're updating it all the time and it always has current and up-to-date information. Others, not so much, right? So you may need to do some additional digging if there's stuff that's missing, like the cost of education for NAU. I would want to go onto their program or school-specific website and see if there's more information that I can find. As it says up here, PTCAS does not recommend that you compare more than 5 programs at a time. I'm not exactly sure why, probably just because it gets really busy on the screen. But this allows you to quickly be able to drag and drop and compare different programs and see which ones you really want to apply to. Again, if you haven't used this tool or if you haven't gone on and used the PTCAS program directory, you are missing out. This is an incredible asset, and I really, really hope that you'll take advantage of it. Thanks, guys. Hope you enjoyed this video and found this to be helpful, and happy applying. Enjoy the rest of your weekend.